Hello and welcome to Lexpo, and today I want to talk about the two best managers in the Premier League. Steve Bruce, sit down, you're not one of them. No, I'm going to talk about Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. As managers of Manchester City and Liverpool, these two have dominated the Premier League in recent years, building two incredible but very different squads. Guardiola's side are possession heavy, pulling you each and every way before creating the perfect opening, all the while suffocating you high up the pitch. As for Klopp, his football's a lot more rock and roll. The high press is all over the pitch, not a second's piece in possession, hitting teams on the break with blistering pace, using their wonderful fullbacks to create opportunities, whilst relying on moments of individual brilliance from the likes of Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. Two incredible teams managed by two incredible people, but what would happen if they swapped jobs? A lot of people have asked for this in the comments, and as a man of the people, I have delivered. Yes, Jurgen Klopp will manage Manchester City, whilst Pep Guardiola is off to Liverpool. Will both managers continue to thrive with a totally different squad of players, or will the change in setting knock them off the game? Let's find out. Okay, so here we are at the start of the simulation. As you can see here, Manchester City predicted to come first, managed by Jurgen Klopp. As for Liverpool, the media think they're going to come second, but they're now managed by Pep Guardiola. Let's simulate a year into the future. Let's see what the managers can do having swapped clubs. Will there be any transfers? Will Klopp bring any of his Liverpool players over to City? What will Guardiola do? Let's find out. Okay, so here we are at the end of the first season, the 1st of June 2021, and Manchester City have won back the Premier League title, but that means it is back-to-back titles for Jurgen Klopp. And my word, it was close. Man City got 87 points, Liverpool got 86. And Man City were in the driving seat going into the final day. They nearly fluffed it. Let's have a look at that game. Sergio Aguero with the 74th minute equaliser to get City the point to put them over the line. If they had lost 1-0, they still would have won the title. I think they had 39 goal difference. So they would have won the title by a single goal. That's how close these two teams were. Even though they've swapped managers, it hasn't mattered at all. They've still been both incredible, both managers performing out their skin. Mo Salah winning the Golden Boot, Kevin De Bruyne the best player in the league, Kevin De Bruyne the most assists, Ederson getting 17 clean sheets, just pipping Alisson of Liverpool. Let's take a look at City first, the champions. Let's see if they've won anything else. The League Cup. They lost the League Cup final, they lost to Wolves on penalties. The FA Cup, they were knocked out by West Ham in the quarters. In the Champions League, they were knocked out in the quarters by Real Madrid. So there we have it. Liverpool, the games against Liverpool, this is what we want. So the first one, oh hang on, they played a few times actually. I'm all over the shop here to be honest with you. The first game at Anfield, Pep Guardiola's men won 1-0, Roberto Firmino. Then they would meet again in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, where it was Manchester City who triumphed 3-2, Jurgen Klopp's side getting into the final. Then they would meet again in the league at the Etihad, Manchester City winning 2-1, a result that effectively won them the title. Let's have a look at the transfers. Anyone else came in? They've signed Wilmar Barrios from Zenit, and whoever that is, I don't know. Has Klopp got rid of anyone? Anyone of interest? No, there's no one sticking out there. Just a few loans going out. Nothing too severe from Klopp. Let's have a look what system he's been playing. 4-3-3, just like he does at Liverpool. A midfield three of Rodri, De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. You've been having Gabriel Jesus playing on the left. Is that a new Fab front three he's been modelling? So it's Man City that have won the title. Let's now check out Liverpool. Let's see what Guardiola's done there. So let's see if he's maybe won a cup. Obviously they came so close. We know they haven't won the League Cup, sorry. Didn't win the FA Cup either. They haven't won a single thing. The FA Cup, they were knocked out by Newcastle in extra time. As we already mentioned, they were beaten in the League Cup semi-final by Man City. And in the Champions League, they were beaten in the first knockout round by Juventus. Let's have a look at the team. A 4-3-3 again for Liverpool and Pep Guardiola. Thiago have been a key player. I mean, Thiago and Guardiola, they go way back. Let's have a look at the transfers, see if anything's changed. They brought in Ryan Bertrand. What a strange signing. And Tanga Nianzou on loan. Again, that is quite weird. Curtis Jones sent out on loan. And Sepp van den Berg gone out on loan. No wholesale change, just the rival Ryan Bertrand really, which was pretty quite strange actually. And he played a fair bit. I wonder why that is. Maybe Andy Robertson got injured, who knows. So it's 1-0 to Jurgen Klopp. His Man City side have won the Premier. I don't know what this proves. I don't know what this proves. Man City have got the better team or Jurgen Klopp's the better manager. Let's go into the second season. Let's just see what happens. Okay, season 2, and this time it is Pep Guardiola's Liverpool who have won the title. If you can see straight away, there's been a change up front because Lautaro Martinez has won the Golden Boot with 18 goals. And that has propelled Liverpool to win back the title. City won it for a year and now it's back at Anfield. They got 81 points, whereas Man City could only manage 79. That was only 3 more than Man United, who came 4th. So Man City, Klopp's side, have dropped off. Bernardo Silva, the best player in the league. But Liverpool have been fantastic. Too many draws for City, if you can see there. They got 10 draws. Whereas Liverpool, both sides lost 5 games. And it's the draws that have absolutely killed Man City. And that is why Liverpool won the title by 12 clear points. Let's take a look at Guardiola's side. I'm going to look at the transfers straight away. They've spent £105 million. But they've spread it out. Tete came from Shakhtar. Kyle George from Santos, big name. The other names, they don't really mean much to me. Going out, there's been quite a few changes. Diogo Jota, binned off already, gone on loan to Dortmund. Shaqiri sold to Porto. Tsimikas sold to Ajax. Adrian's gone, that's not really a problem. James Milner's gone to Spurs. Minamino's been sent out on loan. And then just a load of kids going out on loan. But quite a few changes at Liverpool. And that doesn't explain where Lautaro Martinez has come from. He joined at the end of last season, £66 million. How have they crept that in there? On the Ox has gone to Chelsea. Let's take a look at Lautaro Martinez. Great first season in England. 18 goals in 25 appearances, 21 of them starts. That is pretty good. Although it begs the question, what has happened to Liverpool's front three? Are they having to rotate more? Because I mean, they've still got, there's Salah still there, had a great season. Firmino had a great season. And Sadio Mane also had a great season. But it looks like Firmino's been playing a bit less. It's been Firmino and Martinez that have been rotating. Ryan Bertrand's already on the transfer list, obviously that was a waste of time. But it's still the 4-3-3 they've got going on. Let's have a look at their schedule, let's see what they've done in the competitions. Obviously they've won the Premier League. Let's scroll down. The League Cup. They were beaten in the final by Wolves. Wolves won 2 League Cups in a row. It's not the headline, but still. Champions League beaten in the quarter-final by Napoli. Pep still can't win a Champions League with an English club. As for the FA Cup, Liverpool beaten by Bournemouth. But in the end they have won the Premier League title. Let's have a look at the crucial games against Man City, if I can find them. So the first one was at the Etihad, and it was Man City beaten 3-2 by Liverpool. I said that in a weird way. Liverpool were 3-0 up. Bernardo Silva got 2 goals back for City, but that gave Liverpool an early advantage in the title race. Then later on in the campaign, I've just seen it, there it is, a 2-1 win for Liverpool at Anfield. Salah with 2 goals, Jesus got 1 back, but it was too late. And Liverpool are the Premier League champions. Let's check out Klopp's Manchester City. Again, we're going to go straight to the transfers. They've spent 126 million. More money, well, no, it's less money actually, since the Lautaro Martinez money was counting on last season. Anyway, let's have a look. Dominic Szoboszlai arrived from Salzburg. He's actually gone to Leipzig in real life. I apologise that I'm probably saying that wrong, but he is a great player. David Alaba arriving on a free. That is a great signing. Hopefully he comes to the Premier League in reality. I doubt it'll happen. He's been heavily linked with Liverpool, but he's also linked with Real Madrid. Anyway, Koop Miners from AZ Alkmaar. Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. That is a big signing. And he's done well. You could see him... Well, I was going to say you could see him thriving under Klopp, but under Guardiola he'd be excellent as well. Here he's playing under Klopp. They also added Ferland Mendy because City don't have enough left backs. And 2 other lads, Kevin Stoger and Pipi. It's quite a nice name. Garcia has gone to Dortmund on a free. Fernandinho's gone back to Brazil. Angelino gone out on loan. Yangel Herrera gone to Sevilla. Benjamin Mendy sold. Jack Harrison gone out on loan. And Zinchenko's gone. So quite a few of Pep's favourites there. Zinchenko was a bit of a project for Pep, but he's been sold to Ajax. Is that not where Benjamin Mendy went as well? I mean, what's that about? Why buy two left backs from the same club? Stupid. Have City done anything in the cups? Has Klopp at least won something? Champions League, quarter final, beaten by Man United. That is bad. FA Cup, beaten in extra time by Wolves. This video isn't about Wolves at all, but do not forget that they have won 3 cups. So well done to them. So let's go back to the league. Man City this time, they were 12 points behind Guardiola's men. The shift in power just keeps flipping and flapping. Let's go into year 3. What will happen this time? Okay, here we are, year 3, and the title's changed hands again. It's Manchester City who've won it. This time with a lower points tally. It was again close. That's twice. Whenever City have won it, it's been mighty close. 85 points to Klopp's men, whilst Guardiola, yep, he's still at Liverpool. His side came second with 83, just 2 points in it. Let's have a look at the final day. Man City beat Arsenal 3-1. As for Liverpool, they beat West Ham. So Liverpool needed Man City to lose. They didn't. They've won the title. Bernardo Silva yet again the best player in the league. Phil Foden's done well. Let's go to Man City. Klopp doing well. That's the wrong thing I've clicked on. I'm in the wrong place at all. I want to see if he's got there. He's a favoured personnel already. Already surpassed Pep Guardiola. That is quite interesting. Pep Guardiola nowhere to be seen there. Let's have a look at the transfers. Let's see what Klopp's done. Denzel Dumfries, Arcelio Romagnoli, Erling Haaland. That is a big signing. That is a huge signing by Jurgen Klopp. In January, Haaland got 8 goals in 21 appearances and he's already won a Premier League title. Going out, Barrios is gone, Rodri's gone to Chelsea. Patrick Roberts released. John Stones has gone to Real Madrid for some reason. Ferran Torres back to Valencia on loan, not working out for him clearly. Gundogan's gone, he was a Guardiola favourite. Ake sold to Chelsea, so he's gone back there. João Cancelo gone to PSG. A lot of change here. Mahrez has gone. Jack Harrison's gone. Koop Miners has already gone. A lot of change there. Ruben Dias to Barcelona. Jurgen Klopp has trimmed this squad down massively. And now look at his front 3. Bernardo Silva on the right, Sterling on the left and Erling Haaland up front. Man City need to find someone to replace Sergio Aguero in reality. And I'll be honest, easy man. Martin Odegaard's there. Martin Odegaard's there and he's playing holding midfield. How have I missed this transfer? It's the Lautaro Martinez thing again, isn't it? Yep, they scraped him in at the end of last season for £83 million alongside Leonardo Paredes. So let's have a look at Odegaard. £225,000 a week. An incredible debut year. 5 goals, 7 assists, £83 million. Is that a record for Manchester City? Or was Haaland more? No, I think that's a record, Odegaard. £83 million. Not sure about him as a whole midfielder, but whatever. Have a look at the cups. League Cup, they were knocked out in the semi-final. FA Cup, they were beaten in the semi-final by Man United, so a derby defeat for Klopp. Champions League, they made the semi-finals. Barcelona beating them 4-1 in aggregate, but it was a strong end to the season for Klopp's men. 5 wins in a row to ensure that they won the Premier League title. Let's have a look at the games against Liverpool, see what went on. It was early in the season, it was the 3rd game in and it was a draw. Liverpool down to 10 men, 1-1. Aguero for Man City, Mane for Liverpool. No separating Klopp and Guardiola there. It's so tight between them. You can't really separate them as managers. And yet again later in the season it was a 1-1 draw again. Liverpool going down to 10 men, so Guardiola's got some discipline issues clearly. Jack Grealish put City ahead late on, but even later Bobby Firmino got an equaliser. Let's check Liverpool out, but by the looks of things it's so tight. Liverpool came second. Let's have a look at the transfers. Did they add anyone later on? João Felix, £104 million. That is a huge signing. They've also added Chilwell and Alban Lafont. Actually, Alban Lafont might not be as big a deal as I thought it was. Alban Lafont is a bit of a gaming legend. He's a fantastic goalkeeper in the games, but in reality, I don't know if he's any good or not. Never seen him. Who was Pep Guardiola's star man? Mo Salah, 17 goals. Trent's done well as well. What about Andy Robertson? Yeah, Andy Robertson's done as well. So clearly it's not just a Klopp thing. These two fullbacks are absolutely elite. I mean, we know that already, but it's good to see Guardiola getting just as much out of them. But after 3 seasons, Jurgen Klopp's Manchester City have won 2 titles. Pep Guardiola's Liverpool, I still can't get that right in my head. Pep Guardiola's Liverpool, now it's turned into a tongue twister. Liverpool have won 1 title under Pep Guardiola. I'm going to simulate 1 more year, maybe 2. Let's see, can Guardiola's Liverpool level things up and make it 2 titles each? Okay, here we are 4 seasons in, and lo and behold, Pep Guardiola has made it 2-2. But the big shock, Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. Why can't I talk? Jurgen Klopp's Manchester City. Why can't I get this in my skull? Anyway, they've came third. Man United have came out of nowhere, and they've came second. Liverpool blitzed the title, 95 points. Only lost 1 game all season. I'm interested to see who that was against. It wasn't on the final day because they beat Bournemouth 2-1. But Man City coming third. Mo Salah with the Golden Boot, best player in the league. Alisson 20 clean sheets. This has been an incredible season for Guardiola and Liverpool. Let's check them out. See who he's brought in. Maxence Kakare, is that a real person? He is. He's a real person. What to look out for in the future apparently. Cost £69 million. Edo Militao is the only other name that's sticking out for me in this bunch. £51 million. Kind of player Guardiola would sign. He loves spunking cash on centre backs, but Thiago's gone to Lyon. That's quite sad. I thought Thiago and Guardiola would be together forever. Have a look at the schedule. What was the game that Liverpool lost first? With Man United. That is... Man United have been rubbing that in the faces of Liverpool fans all season. Oh, he's won the title, but you couldn't beat us. Well, they probably beat them earlier on, didn't they? Or did they? Yes, they did. They beat them 1-0, so... Anyway, Man City games. What happened? Liverpool won 2-0 first time. João Felix and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I never know whether to say Felix or Felix. I get confused between Phoenix and Phoenix, the wrestler. It doesn't matter either way. Someone said I make too many wrestling comments before. Rude. Just damn rude. Anyway, the other game was a 1-1 draw between City and Liverpool. Liam Delap. Klopp's been giving games to Liam Delap. Fair play to him. Maybe that explains why they haven't been... I was going to say why they haven't been winning as much, but they have. Anyway, the other cups. Liverpool beaten in the FA Cup quarter-final by, you guessed it, Wolves. Champions League quarter-final beaten by Barcelona. And the League Cup knocked out straight away by Arsenal. So for all that these teams are dominating the Premier League, in the Cups it hasn't been quite the same. Let's have a look at Man City. So let's see if Klopp's men have won something else. Otherwise this has been quite a bad season. I'll look at these transfers first because that's more important. Alexis, I know that name, I'm just not going to try and pronounce it. But that guy there, he cost £51 million. And Jay De Silva from Espanyol. Quite a lot of money brought in though. £35 million for Ferland Mendy. Potentially 69 for Dominic Szoboszlai. Kyle Walker's gone to Hoffenheim. Ferran Torres out on loan again. Klopp clearly isn't a fan of him. And Gabriel Jesus gone to Chelsea. Whoa, that's a big one. Phil Foden. Jurgen Klopp has sold Phil Foden to Paris Saint-Germain for £117 million. That is huge. It's irrelevant, but it's huge. Let's have a look at the schedule. It turns out City, I take back what I've said. League Cup, let's see what happened first. League Cup, they were beaten straight away by Arsenal. but they've won the FA Cup, beating Burnley 2-1 in the final. Liam Delap getting the winner, the man I slagged off just before, and they've got a Champions League final. Jurgen Klopp's Man City are going to take on Man United. I'm going to have to simulate this another year to see what actually happened in this game. But Jurgen Klopp's got the chance to do what Pep Guardiola hasn't been able to do. He hasn't won a Champions League with Manchester City. He hasn't won one with Liverpool in this simulation. Jurgen Klopp has got a chance to win Manchester City the Champions League. Let's simulate a year into the future. Let's see if he can win that, and let's see who, if either of them, can win the deciding title. It's 2-2 between Klopp and Guardiola. Let's see what happens. Okay, so here we are. This is the 5th and final season I'm going to look at, and it is Manchester City who have won the Premier League with 91 points. They are champions again. Liverpool second with 86, 5 behind City. That means Jurgen Klopp has won 3 Premier League titles at the Etihad compared to Pep Guardiola's 2 at Anfield. So there we have it. Jurgen Klopp is the better manager. But what else has he won? Or has Pep won anything else? Let's have a look at how else he's got on. League Cup, no, they didn't win that. FA Cup, they got beaten in the final by Chelsea. And they didn't win the Champions League either. Pep Guardiola cannot win the Champions League with an English club. While we're here, we'll have a quick look at the transfers. Ainsley Maitland-Niles for £40 million. Stupid. Let's have a look at City. I'm going to quickly go to last season to see what went on in that Champions League final. Did Jurgen Klopp win it? He did. Manchester City won the Champions League 3-1 against their rivals at Wembley. So there we go. I'm just adding that to my tally of trophies that Jurgen Klopp has won compared to Pep in this simulation, of course. I'm not bothered about reality. But let's have a look at the rest of Man City's season. They won the Super Cup, beating Valencia. League Cup, they were knocked out by Brentford, a little bit humiliating. Liam Delap, the only one that scored his penalty. Really proved me wrong since I slagged him off. FA Cup, they were hammered by Bristol City 4-0. But what about the Champions League? They've only gone and bloody done it. What an end to the season that was for Manchester City. Christ, they've been absolutely ruthless. Since Manchester City lost that game in the FA Cup to Bristol City, they only lost once, and that was in the Champions League to Juventus, and that didn't matter because they still went through. They have been absolutely relentless. The last time they lost a Premier League game was the 9th of November. That was to Bournemouth. What an end to the season. Beating Barcelona in the semis, they won every game possible. They beat Liverpool on the final day 2-1. Liam Delap again. I'm so sorry, Liam. I bet it was a long throw as well. That would be quite a juxtaposition, wouldn't it, if Liam Delap scored from a long throw? Maybe it doesn't matter. I was going to say they could have signed his dad and what, doesn't matter. Anyway, the Champions League final. Liam Delap again on the... Gosh, Liam, you're killing us. Manchester City winning 2 Champions Leagues. Liam Delap just leading the line. He's the main man. Kind of. He's one of the men. Wilfred Ndidi's also arrived at Manchester City. 55 million. There was another big name I noticed. Federico Chiesa. Declan Rice. Richarlison. Florentino. What a side Jurgen Klopp has built. And it's just totally blown Pep Guardiola's Liverpool out of the water. Let's have a quick look at his team. Largely unchanged to what Jurgen Klopp had. But Pep Guardiola, I've got them mixed up again. Klopp has pretty much rebuilt Manchester City, and it has resulted in 3 Premier League titles, an FA Cup and 2 Champions Leagues. That is the end of the video. What can we conclude from this? Jurgen Klopp's the better manager. There we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Alexpo. And until next time, we will see you around.